Fox 26 Morning News Extra.
We're going to get back to politics for just a moment. Super Tuesday now in the rearview mirror. The presidential candidates looking ahead to the contests in several other states starting Saturday.
But with 7 Super Tuesday wins each, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are closer to securing nominations. Political analyst Dallas Jones is here to break it all down for us. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
No big surprises yesterday, I would say. Did anything tweak your eyebrow, make it go up a little bit?
Well, a couple of things. Senator Clinton won Massachusetts, which was kind of up in the air. It's one of Sanders' neighboring states. Thought it could kind of go either way there. Unexpectedly, Cruz won Alaska, which was no one saw that coming, particularly since Sarah Palin had endorsed Donald Trump. So it was an interesting night. Overall, what we saw was that Secretary Clinton led and swept most of the states, and so did Donald Trump, and that was pretty much expected.
So, as expected, let's stick with that, Ted Cruz wins Texas fairly handily. In fact, there were some suggestions it might be close, and it wasn't.
Right.
So he is trying desperately to solidify what power and base that he has by suggesting other people kind of drop out. Any chance that gets any traction at all?
Well, it may. I mean, the reality of it is that there are a lot of, there's still a number of contenders in the race that just haven't shown enough viability, and what they're doing at this point is pulling votes and moving away from the Republicans getting a candidate that they actually want to embrace. You know, Ben Carson hasn't won a state, hasn't really shown any traction. Kasich has had a couple, so it could get some traction. Rubio is not doing enough to even keep himself in contention, so there may come a point where party leaders start to bow down from the establishment side and say, hey, you guys may need to jump out.
Now Clinton has about, what, half the states needed to get that to secure that nomination. How do you feel that that's going to look for Sanders? Does he even have a chance at all?
Well, I think at this point it's almost certain that Secretary Clinton will have the nomination. What you'll notice that Sanders wins states that caucus. That caucus process has been very good to him, but at the end of the day, this is a numbers game. We saw that in 2008. Secretary Clinton is winning states that she didn't even win in 2008, like Virginia. And so, you know, it's only a matter of time. I think I'm not quite sure that there are enough delegates out there for him to blow her out and grab a lead.
And we start to see momentum taking shape and force on both sides for the GOP and the Democrats.
Right. Absolutely. It's clearly defining. I mean, we were here talking not too long ago on this same couch where there were 15 people in the Republican primary, and they're just going at each other. And we thought, you know, Donald Trump would eventually fizzle out. At least I did. And here he is.
You and a lot of people. Yeah. I mean, you're not alone there.
Here he is now, the presumptive nominee. And we're down to maybe 4 or 5. This thing is going to end rapidly as we go into these next couple of states, and really it serves both parties well to end it very quickly before your conventions so you can actually start to go after the other guy. You're burning through a lot of money and you're burning through a lot of talking points.
So what are we going to be looking for the next week for any changes in any of this to happen?
I think what you're going to look for is a lot of pressure to really clear the field and give an opportunity to mainstream Republican donors on this side. I don't know if you saw recently, there is this movement to pull together a super PAC of the big Republican donors that supported other folks in order to stop Trump. And so what that civil war inside the GOP looks like, we've yet to see. But it would be a first that a nominee for a major party has garnered the number of delegates needed to be the nominee of the party, and
still doesn't have the support
and still doesn't have the support of the party. So I'd look to see how this begins to pan out.
All right, Dallas Jones, thank you for coming in here, breaking it all down for us. We'll be talking to you a lot, I'm sure, in the coming weeks.
Great to be here always.
Many big things to see to come.
Thanks, Dallas.